Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for our very first live stream talking about Trench Crusade.
Yes.
If you're here, it's probably because we normally have our pre-recorded episodes today.
We do.
We have a little break until the adventure continues next week.
Yes.
And in the meantime, we decided we want to talk about some of our most asked questions, which are, where do these models come from? How did we build them? And where can I get my own? So.
Yes.
It's going to be a great time. My name is Adrian, of course, and I'm joined today by Trench Bryan.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, Yeah.
Excited to talk about Trench Crusade?
Yeah, again, these are questions we get asked about a lot, so
it's
great that we can just kind of get them out there in the open.
Yeah, exactly. We figured this would be a useful video. We're going to go through, we have examples, both physical and digital. We have some behind-the-scenes photos. Going to kind of break it all out so you can make your own if you're so inspired. And it's exciting. We're just going to give it a little second for people to start trickling in. We, of course, have a couple new people to thank. We have Elijah Sanford. Welcome to Captainhood. Make sure to check out those post-game progression episodes that you can get access to. And, of course, Donald Minis. Wow, what a great name for this.
Donald.
Donald Minis.
I love your minis, Donald.
Thanks, Donald, for becoming captain. We appreciate it. Also got Doc Mel in the chat. We've got Bruce Oakman in chat as well. What is up, everybody?
Yeah, check those post games out, by the way. They're so much fun.
They're honestly huge. And we're going to do a whole separate episode where we go through all the props that you created. Because those things are nuts. Oh my gosh.
It's been a fun project.
Yeah.
The first episode was pretty tame. I'm like, ooh, I wonder what Adrian will let me get away with. And they just get more and more wild.
Right? You're like, what's the budget again?
No, it's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you folks for joining us. No, I know, we do have the Warhammer reveals if you're watching this live. Why are they making that show an hour and a half? That makes no sense. It should be an hour, but they're dragging it out over there.
We're going to try not to be distracted too much.
Not distracted at all. With that, we're going to go ahead and dive on in. So, again, focusing on the physical aspects of the warbands, we will talk about the rules as well. Well, they inform each other, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess let's talk about the whole kit bashing question first,
sure.
And matching your army to the campaign. Now, this is something that when we started, you had obviously done a lot of Trench Crusade before. Yeah. I hadn't. We both love converting and building up models.
Yeah.
And I had set into my mind that I was like, I'm gonna make the models match what I have, and I'm gonna make that perfect.
Yeah.
But the reality of playing the game is quite different, right?
It changes so much, and like, God bless you, those that have tried. And I've had people in my own communities that have tried going full WYSIWYG throughout, and they just got burnt out. And it's like,
exactly.
I think you just need to come to terms with like, make a cool model, like a cool character model that you're just like really invested in, and like, you know, it'll tell us the story through the rules, and because you're gonna be changing weapons a lot, you're gonna be getting battle scars a lot. Unfortunately, it's gonna happen.
things change and are constantly modified. So like, if you have games that are more spread out and you're okay doing all the extra modeling, you absolutely can. Yeah. But the truth is, it is really, really tough. So don't be too harsh on yourself. Make the cool model, and it just changes a lot. That's just the nature of the game, frankly.
I think a very good, easy way to do it, if you're interested, is just like, and it really has that like World War I aesthetic, is just like put a rucksack, you know, like a backpack on a guy with like a rifle or some like grenades on his hip, because it's like, ooh, there's what could be in that bag? Maybe it's, you know, this weapon I picked up in the last campaign.
Exactly.
You know, there's a little bit of room for ambiguity there.
Yeah.
But as far as just like, you know, switching out weapons from week to week, it's really intense, and definitely don't burn yourself out on that, because it's a really good game and you want to stay in it.
You gotta focus on what is compelling, and frankly, as you are going through a campaign, you're gonna be adding models to your warband, and that is a lot of work as well. Yeah. Especially if you're doing all of Shane's. You know, that's a lot to kind of keep on yourself.
I couldn't keep up, and I felt so bad when he ordered his little witch burner. It was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
You failed him.
I know, but I've been doing like the props and the writing and stuff.
But it's so much.
It's been a lot, but a part of me, like, I felt like I failed as a miniature
No,
player.
definitely not. And he's excited to now also build his own warband.
Oh, so. Shane is so on, but he's loving it. He's really into the narrative too.
It really is. It's the best way to do it.
Great choice for this campaign.
Yeah, exactly. So so that's a bit of context for like WYSIWYG and things like that, because again, the reality is different than, you know, I think many of our perceptions. So let's dive on in. I think before we go into conversions, we want to talk about where can you get like the base models, the models that will like perfectly match your faction and will frankly look great and come at a great price. There's a lot of knockoffs right now.
There are.
I think there's a difference between like like models that work for this, alternate sculpts, things like that are cool artistic projects, or like you've creatively taken a model from a different company and work. There are some companies that are doing just straight knockoffs, and that sucks.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that.
No.
But let's look at the original. So this is, we'll start with this.
Yeah.
This is my artillery witch in particular.
Such an iconic model.
It's so iconic. Yeah. I was like, I could come up with like a cool one probably, but like I really want the classic one.
That one. Yeah.
So this is actually from Factory Fortress themselves. And they did a really cool thing after their Kickstarter happened, where they actually ended up teaming up with My Mini Factory, put them all on My Mini Factory.
Yeah.
So those are all available there. And there's different bundles you can do. You can get, so I got mine through the Kickstarter, but you can just pick them up. So like this is a pack of like reinforcements. So you can get like the Werewolf, the Sin Eater. I think he's actually a mercenary, right?
I was trying so hard to get him this campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But
Not for Shane though.
Not for Shane, no. That's Shane named one of his guys a Sin Eater without knowing. I was like, "Hey Shane, you gotta change the model of your name really
legally
quick."
Distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct. Sin Eater's a really fun model. That dude can literally
cool.
eat people. Like
really?
They go in the belly, and then like the guys have to try to fight him out, like fight their way out.
What?
And if they don't get out of the belly, they're just removed as a casualty.
That's amazing.
You can even like eat your own guys, and then spit them out to give them like more movement. But like as a court player, if you've seen my games, I need blood as an economy. It's like I'll just eat my wretches, and it's like a little safe blood battery inside the belly of my guy, just generating resources every turn. It's so fun.
That's so cool.
It's such a good model.
That's so metal. Jesus. They got the Anointed with Axe, and then the actual chorister.
That's so brutal.
Very, very brutal. I was like zoom out on this one.
I know.
But as I mentioned, these are all on My Mini Factory. So these are the ones that I actually have myself because they were great models. I wanted to support the company.
Yeah. You'll see some of these in our games with Shane. There's the Anchorite Shrine.
Oh, looking so good. It's amazing.
That's like another like super iconic like that. I feel like that's almost like the Space Marine of Trench Crusade.
This is the Space Marine of Trench Crusade.
It's like on the cover, really great art. I forget the name of the artist, but super well done.
Mike Francina, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. And here we actually have some physically, so you can kind of just see. Obviously, if you've watched the episodes, you've seen them already. But these are all the official Trench Crusade models here. And they look amazing.
Yeah, you got the little guy on the wheel. There's an option too where you can have the guy not on the wheel, but it's like
you gotta have the guy on the wheel.
You gotta put the guy on the wheel.
That's so great.
Quiet Klaus back here, the star of the show.
So good.
Yeah, we got this is some Brian's new Antioch. This is his lieutenant in machine armor.
That's Leofric right there.
Leofric of the Knights Templar. And then prisoners, those little guys go up on the wheel. Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah, the ecclesiastic. Yeah, you can pull them over. Just scooch the guys over. Yeah. Ecclesiastic prisoners. Just pull a little bit farther back.
Further back.
Yeah, that's where the focus is.
Can you tell I'm not used to this, guys? By the way?
Right, yeah.
By the way, your community is so patient and just, thank you. Yeah, you have a great community. I was terrified at looking at the comments, but you guys are super chill and God bless you. Like, I was so nervous going into this that I'd be ripped apart, but you guys have been awesome. So thank you.
We're very proud of our community, honestly. So thank you for being awesome, folks, and being welcoming. So yeah, all this to say that while we love kit bashing and it's cool, there's also just an amazing suite of models you can just get as is, And frankly, it's a great way to get started. And you might get inspired to do your own conversions, or maybe you buy these and you convert part of them. These kits in particular, the Antioch ones, are very modular, where it's like the arms and the head and all those things are all separate. So it's very easy to do cool conversions with them.
Trench Pilgrims too, they have some good weapon swaps as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're kind of like intimidated with printing, or if you're just getting into it, a lot of these are pre-supported as well. So you don't have to fiddle with that at all. You just put it on.
Exactly.
Factory Fortress has gone through and taken care of that for you.
It's real nice. So that's all on My Mini Factory. You can check it out. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Let me check in on the chats. We got so many screens up.
I know.
So perfect.
Excellent.
Everyone, stop watching Warhammer.
Pay attention to me.
We even checked the timing yesterday too. We were like, oh, they started at 11.
I asked if Adrian wanted to just reschedule this. He's like, no.
I'd rather die. I'm not gonna change for James.
All right.
All right, so that's Factory Fortress. Now let's dive into the rest of our warbands and how we actually built them up. So I think I'm gonna pass it over to you, and we're gonna take a look at some of your stuff.
Sure.
And let's see. Let's start off with we've got the classic Amalgam. Now, if you saw our pilot episode, actually, this was the legend, and I think we've created a lot of misinformation with how good this guy is on accident.
The Amalgam is a fun model.
He's busted.
No.
He's too strong.
No. Yeah, he's a fun model. I don't think he's super strong.
No,
We'll
apparently
see.
not. So tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is actually, the base model is called the Light Eater by Flesh of Gods. That's what I kind of used for it. And I had the idea of just like this weird slumbering thing of flesh. Like I like models that you have to kind of pause and like, what am I looking at?
Right.
And I don't know if the original sculptor designed those orbs to be eyeballs, but I'm like, oh, I see like an orb thing. I'm gonna make it an eyeball.
That's gotta be
like,
eyes for sure.
10 out of 10. And then I needed to like obviously make it fit the world a little bit more. So I'm like, let's dig in through my digital files for some guns, and I literally just kind of put together a bunch of different guns pointing in different directions. And I use a Microsoft 3D Builder for kind of like all this like digital kit bashing you see. It's a very easy to use program, but it's kind of going away. So
is it really?
I don't think they're going to be supporting it anymore. So I'm going to have to learn something new.
Oh man, Blender is
so finicky.
It's finicky, honestly. Yeah, it is. I'm like it's the kind of go-to free one, but it is finicky. I didn't realize that. Yeah, even all the guns and everything is like kind of separately digitally kit bashed together. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah. So I literally just kind of position them, and then you just drag it down into the model, and as long as that model's not hollow, like it's gonna print just fine. So
right.
You see over it there, and that's just like that. And then you do your regular like angle 45 degrees. You get some supports on that. Yeah, there it is in the print bed.
It's great.
And it all prints in one piece.
So you take it here and you export it as a single like STL.
STL, yeah.
And then you bring it into this. Looks like
that's a Lychee.
Lychee, yeah. You can also get Cheeto Box, which is free. They both have free versions actually. Both have free versions, and support them there.
Yeah.
Looks great.
It's and when you save it as an STL, even though they're like different parts in Microsoft 3D Builder, it'll save it all as one piece. So
that's perfect.
That's
nothing's
great. Gonna fall apart.
And then when you kind of like you were saying about the hollow, when you export these when you slice them up into files, the way that slicing works is it's literally just flat images.
Yeah.
So it's just it's not going to even worry about like the connections. You just need to make sure that they're solidly in there.
Yeah.
But it just kind of sorts itself out.
Yeah.
It's quite easy.
Yeah.
So that's the Amalgam, which is cool. I actually hadn't seen any of this part before, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a throwback, but
yeah, seriously.
That was a big video.
What a class. Hey, that video just surpassed 100,000 views, so
I'm still shocked.
Thank you, everyone. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. Much love. Thank you. With that, let's go to, of course, almost the reason we have this episode.
I get so many questions for this.
Every episode, people are really curious, which is cool. They're definitely inspired and horrified in equal measure.
So Desecrated Saint, Shattersong, as I like to call him. I really like the idea of, like, I have a flow chart in my head when I'm designing something that I want to be creepy, and I'm like, should it have eyeballs?
Right.
Like, no, add eyeballs. Now it's creepy.
That's so true.
Should it have teeth? No, add teeth. Like, now it's creepy. So the idea was like, my inspiration for this one was actually a lot of the stuff from the Phyrexian set that came out a little bit ago, and this is Mondrak, I think. He's like one of the white Phyrexians.
It's the white Praetor, I think. Not Praetor, the other kind.
Yeah.
Dominus or something.
He like doubles tokens, I think, or something. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty atrocious.
But I was like, what if I took that and I took the cube from Hellraiser, which is, I guess, an old horror film. I don't know how old your audience is.
It's kind of old at this point,
God, it's happening.
Look at this film grain on this. It's
I know,
crazy.
right?
Oh my god.
That was the original aspect ratio.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's like this weird like puzzle cube by these like a bunch of like interdimensional sadists, and I'm like, oh, like my apple, my pen.
Yeah,
that I mean?
Exactly.
So like I went online and there's actually good STLs. This was made by a creator on Coles 3D, and it's actually a puzzle box that you can like shift, because in the movies they like shift and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool, but I need it to be in one piece. But
yeah.
Luckily this came out hollowed, and there was like already that big opening there. I'm like, ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there's like, if you look at the original design, there's like a big kind of center hole.
Yeah.
Like one of the holes is, like that one there.
Yeah.
And that's where like a little pillar thing comes out, and you like twist it in, and you're like, don't open the box.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah,
I've actually never seen Hellraiser. I'll have to watch it.
It's a slow burn horror film, but the score is ridiculously amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like uncanny how good it is, because it's like, it mostly takes place in an attic.
Wow.
But it's like this super like bombastic, like, no, definitely, I'd recommend
sick.
watching it for sure.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah. So I saw that hole and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's gonna be a mouth or it's gonna be an eyeball. Something's going here.
Right.
So I went online, I found some like dentures, little like
real dentures.
This dude was using this to like teach like dentist students like how to like, I don't know, work on teeth, and I'm like, I'm gonna use it for something a little different. So yeah, I just kind of like smash it in, and then I'm like, I want to add some more of the cube to kind of make it a little bit more of my own. So then we move over to the, this is the Totem by Black Magic.
Black Magic Craft.
Black Magic Crafts, yeah. He had his own sort of game with STLs for it. It was like a very like infernal setting, and I saw this, and I'm like, ooh, this would be so amazing if they were like racked on the side of it. It's like people that are just getting like screamed at as this thing's like floating around.
It's so metal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I cut it off to make it more of a circle because again, it lines up with the circles on the side of the cube. I did want to change the face because it had like a weird kind of like carnival aesthetic, which I think is really rad, but it wasn't kind of what I was looking for.
Oh.
So then I dig into my Bestiarium kits and I found these, and I'm like, this is like in a nutshell what I'm trying to embody with like the idea of my Lust Warband, because it's like cool. It's like indulging in things that maybe you shouldn't do, and sure, it's like feels good, but there's also that like pain and just misery involved in that.
So perfect.
So on like both sides, I have one guy that's racked that's like feeling good about his life, and I have one guy that's racked is like, I've made a terrible decision.
Right, yeah.
So it's just kind of like both sides of the coin, literally.
Oh, it's amazing. I had no idea these weren't even part
It's
of
a
the
very
original
small
sculpt.
detail, and honestly, that's
But it
one
matters.
Yeah, it's one of the things I was like, maybe I should have printed them out a little bit more, but maybe the next murder cube.
No, it's fantastic.
And then these are the hooks, and these are going to be the last things I did, like a digital kit bash.
Okay.
And these are going to be what you see at the end of the little tendrils, because it's like whipping things around. Hellraiser had a lot of things like they'd like shoot out the little chains and hooks and stuff. So I'm like, we got to get those in there somewhere.
Right. Yeah. So true. Oh, yeah. I had a few.
Oh, we got some chats here.
Yeah. Sometimes when you have it on a separate monitor, it doesn't catch up.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, folks. We were missing your stuff.
We got some questions.
What's up, everybody? Waiting on these physical copies. Yeah, physical copies always take longer. So
they do.
I don't know if they have like official partners for printing, but you can always, of course, get the STLs, work with the printer to get them printed.
Yeah.
It's always a thing.
I have had some people in my community that have started receiving physical product.
Yeah.
So it is a
okay,
thing.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's on the way.
Yeah. I didn't buy any physical, but I did get the book. So they just had books coming last. I'm excited for that. Oh no, puzzles, Adrian's weakness. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Episode
but yes,
3.
I despise puzzles.
So bad. Like I swear, I just could not get it. Honestly.
I forgot it myself also. At least a letter of it. So we're all equal in blame. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic movie. 3D modeling so fascinating. It's a good way to get started in 3D modeling, where you literally just digitally kit bash these things and you take them from different parts and put them together. And you don't necessarily have to do sculpting. We're going to talk about how you actually do a little bit here. Yeah. But you can also just like find different kits you like and put them together digitally and then print them out. So
it's like digital Legos almost.
It really is, honestly. I'm a big fan. I used to do a lot more of it, not for printing, but just to just for art making.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You would like
for sure.
put them together, render an image, and just like have a good time with it.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing. So these hooks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little, I made the tops hollow, which you won't see in the image, but I made it the diameter of the armature wire so that, it could fit in there safely.
Nice, perfect.
And that's kind of everything slapped together.
Did you just embed the whole denture in there again?
So,
or did you end up slicing it up a little bit?
The teeth, I went at a little bit of an angle, and then that's when I had to go in with Blender. You see like the gums and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I did a little work on the gums just to get a little bit more texture. The sides of it, like the sinew looking things, those are actually like arm pieces, like fleshy arm pieces from someone that I like cut at the forearm and then just like stretched them really high so you have that really like striated, like fleshy things on the side.
That's so cool.
So even if it's like not a piece you're looking for when you're digitally kit bashing, just look for textures you think you can use.
Yeah, exactly.
And I ended up using an arm as like a flesh texture in the mouth of a denture murder box from a horror movie from the 80s.
This is so good.
This is down the rabbit hole, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is inspiring. I'm like, wow, that's getting really creative with it. I love it.
And this is for the most part hollow, so I didn't need to do any hollowing. It's gonna print pretty easy, and I think the next picture is actually the final result. And I got very lucky. This was the first print. It came out pretty perfect.
Yeah, it looks great. Oh my gosh.
Still nice and juicy.
So gross. You could almost just left it. And this is the secret sauce,
that's
right?
the secret sauce. Everyone's like, how does the box float? It's a 3/18 brass rod.
Wow.
Right up the underside.
How did you cut it?
It's like Klein's, it's like wire clippers essentially.
Just intently.
Kind of for brass. Intently, yes. That's
industrial ones applied with vigor.
Yeah, and then like you go through the cork and then you go through the base as well, so the thing's not gonna wobble around.
And this is just balsa wood, yeah?
Yeah, it's
classic.
I got that from a train shop. That's like it has a little bit of corrugation. You can get corrugated cardboard for the similar things, but
Yeah,
this
that's what
had
I
like
use.
a much like finer texture that I wanted.
Okay, that's cool.
But
So again, and you guys, y'all can see this paints up really nice, but it's just like pretty easy to get materials, pretty
really,
basic.
yeah.
It's in the finish and it's how you bring it all together that really takes it to the next level. So here we
There
are
we go.
there.
Yeah, and I added the chains on the bottom to hide the brass rod and have it kind of like draping over the trenches so that this thing's kind of like eerily floating around the battlefield. And then I got its like party noodle arms going everywhere.
And these are also pretty intense wires as well.
Yeah.
Because again, you couldn't 3D print this. This would be broken in 2
No,
seconds.
I would not recommend 3D printing the wires.
No, not a fan. So that was very smart. There's a lot of intentional decisions that are made here that might not be apparent from just looking at the model, you know?
Yeah, and there's like some bracings on the side so that the wires actually have, you know, a good amount of distance going into the cube itself so that they're not going to be like knocked around or anything.
Oh, that's smart.
And then obviously paint them separate. But
Right.
and that's the final product.
Bring it together and look how it's so good, so cohesive.
From a magic card and an 80s slasher film idea to Shattersong.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's definitely one of my favorite models.
Yeah, for sure. So that's Shattersong, honestly. If anyone tries to make their own, post up in our Discord. We do have Trench Crusade sections now, and we're kind of getting that community going, so we'd love to see your works in progress. We're sharing ours as well.
Yeah, I do try to keep an eye on it, but if you guys have any questions, just feel free to at me. I'll hop in and answer any question you guys got about list building or kit bashing, anything.
Exactly. It's a great time. Cool. We've got, on the other end of the spectrum, the scum of the earth. The Wretcheds.
Very different point values between these models.
Yeah, exactly. We'll show the finished product. Y'all know this as Radiohead, of course.
Radiohead. So these were actually designed for my Emperor's Children because I play Heresy. I know. I play Lust Court and I play Emperor's Children.
I'm sensing
so that's
some kind of...
That's 2 strikes. Okay. But yeah, these were like the Cyclops demolition vehicles. These were going to be a proxy for them.
Yes.
So they like run around and explode, and the idea is like the Emperor's Children were like experimenting with sonic technology, and this was like their first ways of tapping into the warp essentially to hear like the Song of Slanesh. So they like run the guys up to the wall, then turn on the signal, and they just like go bah! And then like blow up walls.
Yes.
But they fit so perfect for my court theme that I doled them down a little bit as far as like the color tone to match like the Cenobite color tone. And the base of these are like the Bestarium minis. They have like some zombies, and then I made the speakers myself. And
this is amazing.
3D. Yeah. So the nice thing about this program, and I imagine many programs similar, is like you can just like, okay, make me a square. Make me a square with a line, like make me a half circle, which is now studs, and like you just work like that, and then eventually you're gonna end with a speaker. So and that's kind of like I wanted this to look like kind of a prison sort of thing, which is why they have the valve on there. So they tighten it in on them so that he can't get out.
Oh my god, it's so good, it's so dark.
Pretty metal.
And then just from basic shapes, it looks fantastic, you know. And you paint again, I paint it a lot of. Again, we could do a whole episode on painting. but like,
for sure.
The grime and the grit, and you know, a little blood, and it goes a long, long way.
Sure does.
So good. Oh my gosh, I'm so inspiring. I love it.
All right, what do we got?
What is going on in chat? Let's see. This model goes hard. So cool. Keanu Reeves asked them, "What year is this?" Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy times. Does anyone know where the Discord, the Trench Crusade section is on the Discord? I can't see it. I'll see if I can get. Can I post
Kind of
a link?
in the bottom.
It is, yeah.
Scroll.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
I think you can sort on your own, but let me see.
Under non-GW games.
Can I get a? No, I thought you could get a link to individual channels. Here, I think I can get one to Trench Crusade General, and post it up here. Invite, copy link. Here we go. All right, let me try and put it in chat. This is to the general part of it. You shouldn't need to be a member for any of this.
Yeah.
And we'd love to have you there.
Come say hi.
Right? Yeah, we'd love to have you there. We're still building it, so you can be among the first to really develop it. Cool. Where am I? All right, cool. So that's Brian.
Yeah.
I don't have cool in progress because I was really bad about it. But funny enough, we both made our warbands before the STLs were available. So they're all conversions essentially, which is again the way that this game came to be was the first several years. It's all kit bash, it's all third party and things like that. So it's cool. It's kind of created this community, allowed this community to exist, so that by the time the Kickstarter came out, it just exploded because everyone was waiting for it and ready. So what I have is actually I'm going to walk you through the kits that my models are from. So we're gonna talk about the werewolf. I'm realizing we should show the actual model to give some context. So
Push some of these guys aside.
yeah, just scooch those back a little bit.
Sorry, Brian. Other Brian.
Other Brian, normal Brian. Yeah.
Maybe normal Brian.
He's not normal.
That's.
So this is the werewolf, who's of course part of the Heretic Warband, and
I am so bad at
pull it
this,
towards
man.
you. Physically.
Yes.
There you go. Nailed it. And so this is my werewolf. This is mostly GW plastic, actually. Funny enough, I really wanted to just do a bunch of kit bashes. I love converting. I love kit bashing.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Literally, I think it honestly is my favorite thing beyond even painting or playing on. I just love it. So where do these parts come from? Well, a number of different places. The head, the mouth. I'm a big orc guy.
I can see it now.
This is just this kill saw right here.
Oh my god.
That's it. It's the whole head just ready to go.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Orc bits are great for kind of gritty, grimy, industrial stuff. They work well for chaos. Because a human could make this, you know.
Right.
So it feels in-world. So that's literally just the head.
Yeah.
The body is from the new Gitz character. If you got the army box, you get one in each army box, and he's a unique character.
Oh,
so you don't need all of them.
You picked up 2 boxes. Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, literally, this is just his body without the head, naturally.
Yeah. I thought that was like a chaos mount at first, but that makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about it. There are some chaos pieces in there.
Oh, okay.
And then you can see the saddle was a bit of a pain because you get the bottom half of this guy attached.
Ooh, yeah.
So I had to like carve all that out.
Yeah.
And that took some green stuffing. So I ended up, you can see here, there's like this kind of pad, this like saddle pad. That's just green stuff to kind of cover that up.
Yeah.
And then lined it up with the kind of straps that exist on the physical model.
For sure.
So kind of doing that, getting that to blend. Then I liked, like these were fine because I kind of had this leather theme going on.
Yeah.
But I wanted to swap the shoulders and the feet.
Yeah.
Especially because I didn't really want to have, I knew I wanted, instead of this rock, I wanted to have like trench stuff.
Right, yeah.
So I actually have a bunch of things from the Demon Prince kit, the new one.
My God.
So the back spikes are the back spikes of the footprints.
Yeah, I thought those would
really
be
well.
for Terminators, but that
Yeah, I needed something like big, basically, to fill it up. And the feet, funny enough, I would come to regret because
like the back feet?
The feet are. Oh no, wait, are those feet?
The front feet seem like they're goblin feet.
The front feet are normal feet.
The back feet look
demonic.
Princey feet.
Are they Demon Prince feet? I thought they were from here.
There might be another sprue.
I think it's another sprue.
Yeah.
Anyways, I used them, and I later on actually needed them for the Demon Prince. I didn't realize.
No!
But it's fine. It's chaos. We can be creative.
Make a floating Demon Prince.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh yeah, that's right. I found the hoof. I had the hoof feet. So that's Demon Prince feet and Demon Prince back. Again, I'm not saying go out buy Demon Prince for these bits. I'm saying get the bits, ask your friends, be a hoarder. It's great.
Yeah.
And then I just basically took some barbed wire and wrapped around different parts. And, I don't have a link for this, but I have a lot of epic basing stuff for the trench basing. So you can get the sandbags, the like little piece of like rebar with the wire between them.
Oh,
that's
they
all
come
epic
with them
basing.
attached. Awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And then there's about a million companies that make barbed wire. I use the Army Painter ones because that's what I have and I like what they do. Perfect. Just checking in on chat.
Trains?
Adrian is too fast. In what way? Am I talking too fast? Yeah, epic basing stuff is so nice. Yeah, they're great. All of Mel's basing comes from that, so it's pretty sweet. Admech feet would fit as well. Yeah, you can really get creative with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see that, like the weird, like mechanical kind of horror stuff.
Exactly.
I dig it.
And there will be some of that in the near future.
Yeah.
Next, let's pull up Anarius.
Anarius.
And maybe the Anointed.
Anarius and the Anointed.
Yes, great band.
That's actually, it's like Hootie and the Blowfish, but.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this.
Dance, dance.
I'm super dyslexic.
I think you're killing it.
There we go.
Right?
Good enough, right?
Yeah, these are perfect.
Okay.
So for these, I wanted, I'll be honest, I knew I wanted to use gas masks. I knew I was going to use Krieg helmets. It's like, I want that look.
Iconic, right?
I didn't want them to be too German.
Yeah.
I want to avoid that.
Fair. That's fair.
And so I wanted to lean more on like heavy plate armor and kind of like barbaric kind of vibes, essentially.
For sure.
So I had this kit, which is an Underworld Warband.
kill team of fantasy, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. It's like
yeah.
a kill team. And this was, so this is like the Chaos Warriors. So you can see the Heretic
Oh,
Priest is actually just
there
this
he
person
is,
here.
yeah.
Right? And it's most of the model, to be honest.
Yeah.
I obviously cut off the Chaos Star just slightly. I just made it not an 8-point star.
Yeah.
And the hand has like a Krieger. I have the sprue, but...
It's like a map or like a med kit or something?
Yeah, it's a little sheet. It's just a little map, basically.
Oh, okay.
So there
I think I've seen the sprue.
There's one they're holding a piece of paper, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like that. Obviously the helmet, and pretty minimal on that one, honestly, because I was like, this is just perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that really just screams Heretic Priest already.
It's so perfect.
Very minimal work
Right.
there. Yeah.
and then for the anointed, it's just variations off these guys, basically. So it's like this. I did have to do some green stuffing around the neck because the heads are quite small.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't mind too much, but it was important that they have these fur cloaks because then it makes the small head feel more natural.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have one, which is this model you see here, and then I have another one, which I actually used cat toy fur. Yeah, you can grab it.
Grab it?
This
Okay.
is like fake fur that I used because I needed to bulk him up. Otherwise, the heads do feel too small.
That's cat fur?
Cat toy fur.
Cat toy fur.
So my cat has like a little fake mouse with fur.
Were they devastated?
Yeah, they were honestly devastated.
Oh.
This was inspired by people like Carlos Bilis,
Yeah.
who was on Instagram, and they use a lot of like real, quote unquote, real fur, real cloth.
For like the super grimdark, so it's like make beards and stuff. I've seen those. Yeah,
And
that's taking it to another level.
There's just something disturbing about it,
I love
so
it.
I wanted to give it a try for that.
It came out great.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. And this is just like a Chaos Warrior
Yeah,
axe from like Lilby, I think.
for sure.
Yeah, so that's them. The Death Commando is the next one.
Commando.
This is Samuel the Twiceborn.
Twiceborn.
And this was the one I was the most nervous about because it's, to me, the most obvious what it is. But I also wanted to have him be kind of more knightly again, like a knight assassin rather than like an assassin.
Yeah, it definitely plays the part that you think assassin, you think somebody in like a ninja robe or something.
Exactly,
like,
yeah. And I was torn because I really like the Death Commando that Factory Fortress makes.
It's a very good
It's
sculpt.
very
It's a
cool.
very good sculpt.
But again, didn't have it yet, so had to get creative.
Yeah.
So this guy, the base is, these are Vindictors. You might have many of them because they came in the Dominion starter box
Okay.
for Sigmar.
I'm so lost on what the Stormcast names are, but Vindictor sounds appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to look it up. I was like, the spear guys. But they came in that box, which was like oversold or under. It was like
I remember that my local store was
Gamecast had a
struggling.
lot of them.
They were really struggling.
Everyone wanted to get
move
rid of
that
these,
one.
so I have a bunch of them. So it was like, use this as the base model.
They're good models. I mean,
They honestly,
like
they
them.
are. They honestly are.
Some of my favorite Stormcasts, honestly.
They're great.
Yeah.
And then the claws, again, I was the most nervous about because I didn't want it to be too Space Marine-y, but the Death Commandos do have, there's Tartarus claws.
Yeah.
So I kind of basically, you can see, I cut the fingers up a little bit just to reduce the scale a little bit. Didn't put the shoulders, obviously. Wrapped him in some more barbed wire.
Yeah.
Just to kind of make it feel more appropriate for that scale.
It does feel in the setting. What'd you use for the helmet?
The helmet, great question, is from the Corpse Grinder cult.
I love the corpse grinder.
This is an amazing kit bash kit.
Yeah.
I use a lot of these, like the bodies for my Wolfen, the helmets for any kind of armored character. These make for great kind of humans. It's just a great kit with lots of bodies.
Kits, like you get a lot of sprue still, right? Because
really
that's a
do.
game where you do have a lot of weapon swaps. Like
Yep.
I used, I think House Kodor, they're kind of the religious guys, right?
Yep,
Like I did those for a lot of like Chaos Cultists.
Yep,
and
exactly.
Chaos,
I did, at one point I did a GSC conversion
perfect.
for O'Brien.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're looking for kit bashes, Necromunda kits are gonna go really far for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we miss you, Shane. Budget Brian.
Miss you, Shane. Sorry, Shane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see, questions. Where do you recommend getting a lot of gas mask heads? Thanks for the question, Sleepy Gary. So gas mask heads, Krieg, a lot of gas mask heads. I would print them, or I'm sure there's companies that sell just blisters of gas mask helmets.
Spellcrow, I think, sells
Yeah.
some blisters of gas masks, but yeah, if you're going in bulk, probably you want to print.
I don't know, because my Legionaries are not Factory Fortress. I don't know if any of those Heretic Troopers have separate heads. You could look at the download.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the Pilgrims have separate heads.
Yep.
So maybe
and
if
Antioch
you,
as well.
Yeah, so maybe if you pick up that kit, then you'll have access to like free floating gas
You can
mask
print
heads.
infinite ones.
But definitely do some research.
Yeah, exactly. I want to thank Just Some Dude for the super chat. They say slight, getting off topic slightly. I foretold Chaos Dwarfs in AOS, and Adrian called me a liar. It's true. Hashut stomps the mortal realms flat. I laugh, for I was right.
Oh my goodness.
And they look sick.
They look pretty good.
They look amazing.
Yeah.
We were watching just before we came
Yeah,
live.
yeah, they're pretty good.
They look amazing. They're gonna go on some square bases for you.
They're gonna go on squares.
Yeah.
I'm an old world player. Yeah.
It's definitely happening. I cannot wait to see them. So yeah, look, I'm not too big of a person to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong.
Had it here, folks.
Yeah.
On a Trench Crusade stream.
It happens. Yeah, that's why you can say it.
Sorry. No one will see it.
No one will see it. Let's see. Old Marine heads with the forge grills work well for the heavy weapons guys. Oh, I can see that too.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think like if
like the Anointed? Yeah, because those are already kind of bolty guys.
Yeah, if you look for like knights and power armor and like some Space Marine parts, you can mesh those without it screaming Space Marine, which is the real challenge here, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, these helmet grill faces are really sick here.
I love the lore on those guys too. They're just like the butchers, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
Just start like licking their fingers afterward, and like, something's
Kinda
going wrong
tasty.
there. Like,
What's gonna go up with these bodies?
They like put masks on them so they stop like taking samples home.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
so
so good. One of the best lore, honestly.
yeah.
And then again, this is more of a just random bits category.
Those
right?
are great for random bits.
So much.
Anything you can cut off. You can cut off a leg and put it on, and it's like, oh, it's an antenna or whatever. It's
Yeah.
some weird like radio part.
It's
like,
perfect, right? And they're nice because they also have like human scale weapons, which is great for this game. You know, it's not too much. In this case, it was literally just the backpack antennas that I used for the because I had to build the stealth generator.
Right.
So I just have like little
there it is.
ammo bags
Nice.
and then antennas. So kits like this, just like look around, see, kind of get creative with it. It's one of my favorite things is seeing what can you cannibalize to make things from. Then this is less on the kit bash side, but more on the like other resources. You've heard us talk about Bestiarum. I always get it wrong. It's the wrong order.
I still get it wrong.
Yeah. Bestiarum Miniatures does really cool, very dark models.
Be warned.
Yeah, definitely be warned. I started using them for like my Beastmen and Demon conversions. We have a lot of them in here as well. So like this is my Heretic Troopers.
There they are, yeah.
Again, I wanted something less World War II in that case. And my Choristers from there. And it's just another cool source of people doing cool models where you can find inspiration. You might take bits from them, whatever.
Yeah, I have a local player actually who plays Heretic Legions, and they use these kits as well.
Yeah, they're really great. So highly recommend checking them. Cool group of creatives.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we can. Any other models we haven't really shown, or
the
Wretch is the same.
Wretch is from Bestarium, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then we've mentioned. We did show a little bit of Brian's actually.
Yeah.
But again, this is all again from Factory Fortress.
Official.
Yeah, very official and very modular. The heads are all separate, so you can do a lot of cool conversions with these guys.
Yeah, if any of you guys have the Heretic files, let us know if the heads are modular. I don't know.
Definitely be curious to hear that. Yeah.
Show my guy.
Shane is.
Oh, show
not
my
making
guy?
sense. Show my guy.
Which guy?
Klaus?
Klaus?
Oh,
We already showed Klaus.
He's talking about the guy with the cane.
Can we go grab him?
You can get him.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
I have to say a prayer real quick.
Yeah, say a prayer. Oh my gosh. But yeah, folks, if you have questions, let us know. We'll talk a little bit about Warband construction in a little bit, but we wanted to focus on the physical building. Clericus Westphalia. Oh yeah, you're totally not heretic. He's another one. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. There's Shane, and that's also an official one.
That is. That's the. Oh, geez, that's the Witch Burner.
This was an eBay purchase, actually. Really cool. So you can also look online.
Yeah.
If you're someone who is maybe wanting to play but averse to hobbying, it's a cool hobby project that people are kind of wanting to do, anyways.
Shane, call out the artist in the chat if you can.
Yeah, we'd love to credit them.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
Speaking of which, we also didn't mention, we get a lot of questions about Shavasta, who is from Goetia Miniatures.
Was it Goetia? I say Goetia. I roll it all together. I could be wrong.
Well, I think it's like Goetic, isn't it?
That makes more
I think
sense.
they're very, like...
You might be onto something there,
intentionally... let me see. It's on my mini factory. Or maybe they're not. Maybe it's on Patreon.
They're on my mini factory.
Yeah. Goetia Miniatures. I think it is Goetia Miniatures.
Guys, how do we pronounce this?
Goetia. But they have a lot of cool, gross things that are great for Trench Crusade. A lot of like kind of biblical stuff. So another cool source.
But yeah, that's where I found her from. Shivaska came with like a little, it's like a skull staff instead. And I definitely wanted it to be like a whip kind of thing.
Right.
So I designed a little whip head. Oh, I think we got pictures.
I totally missed that. Yeah,
that's okay.
Let's take a look. So here's a nicer photo.
Yeah.
And so you made
this
out.
So I like cut off the top of the staff, and then I made that little whippy thing. I don't know whip handle names, but
if anyone knows whip handle names in chat, let us know.
Top of the whippy stick holder, and that was just like literally like making like a cylinder, then spikes. It's just all basic shapes.
Right.
And then I cut a little hook in so that I had a place to attach the chains. And then if you go to the assembled there, that's just jewelry chain. So if you want like good cheap chain that you can use to like if you're like a Night Lords player, you want to make something look really grim and dark.
Non-specific.
Non-specific. Where did that come from? You just go to Michael's or like your local hobby store, and then look in the jewelry section. Like you can get spools of this stuff for pretty cheap.
Yeah, and it'll match the scale of the model, which is nice because you really need small chain. I was going to mention it for the shrine because I honestly, and I mean this in the best way possible, I thought the chains were a 3D print.
No, dear God, no.
They're very cohesive and they're in the right scale.
Yeah.
But it's real chain.
Yeah, jewelry chain.
Yeah.
I'd be very scared of printing something like that. Very small contact points.
Frankly,
right?
Yeah, exactly. It probably wouldn't even survive the printing.
No.
Yeah. Grin and Duke, thanks for the question. Is there a Trench Crusade game and campaign video this week? Not this week. What we have is we have a pause this week, and then we're going to have another 3 episodes, and then a pause, and then the finale.
Yes.
So we're going to be breaking it up, we'll always have a Trench Crusade content on Friday. And right after this, we're going to be releasing the first 2 post-game progressions to the public.
Yeah.
Thus far, it's only been for members, but we want to share a little bit of that.
They're so much fun.
It's great. And if you want to learn how that works, it's a great
it's a
thing
big
to
part
check
of the game.
out. Yeah. Let's see. Juan Streiser says, "Hi, Trench Bryan. I love your warband."
Thank you.
That's great. Let's see. Colby Bastion says, "Iron Sultanate has a very unique chat just moved. Aesthetic." I think they said, "What sources would help with those?" Great question. They're definitely tougher.
Oh.
If you were looking for
that is a challenge, yeah.
So existing kits, oh man, what are they? It's a kill team, not kill team. It's Necromunda.
Dune Scavengers.
The Dune Scavengers.
We thought of the same thing. Yeah, Dune Scavengers is a great place. They have a weird kind of like nomadic vibe that I think fits pretty well. There was another one I was thinking of. You can even look at like some historical. So was the question specifically not STLs?
No.
Okay.
Just sources in general.
Yeah, you can look at like historical stuff for like like just regular. There's some good like just old-fashioned like Arab soldiers with like jazales and stuff, and they're like barefoot and stuff, and like the ceremonial headdress. I'm like, oh, those are so good.
Todd, sorry for the pronunciation, suggesting literally from the Perry twins, they have miniatures.
Yeah, perfect.
For sort of like Afghan warriors and things like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's like getting that aesthetic and the feel for them.
They were always the trickiest one to recommend to people coming into the store.
Yeah. It's hard because there's a lot of knights and sort of like Christian mythology and things like that. But then if you're trying to go like more towards the east, it gets harder.
For sure.
But yeah, I think you can go more historic. And if anyone else in chat has ideas, let us know.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah. Because Shane is looking at doing them for his first. I'm not locking you in, Shane, but
he's locked in.
He's locked in. Okay. Yeah. No changing.
I think even AdMac in certain light, because they got the robes and stuff. You can do a little bit there, but yeah.
Exactly. So hopefully that's helpful, Colby. Thank you for the question. Fantastic. Let's see. War Games Atlantic French. Someone's talking about bananas. That's good.
Yes.
Tomb King things. Oh, that could be good too. Yeah.
Did someone say Silent Hill? More Silent Hill, more butter? Yes! My people! I see you! Melody? Awesome.
That's great.
Excellent. We're gonna get along just fine, you and I. Yeah, no, Silent Hill 2 is a lot of the inspiration for some of the like Gibbs and stuff. If you see those icky guys.
It's true.
Silent Hill 2, yeah.
Yeah, we actually, that's exactly what it, Lindsay says we need more feet in Trench Crusade.
Scroll down, dude.
There's a bunch of feet.
I got feet for you right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at them grippers. Look at them big old grippers.
Wow, they're like really.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
There you go. There. I got you covered.
Trench foot? What?
I don't think that's what they meant.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, again, we're going to go on to the last topic, which is just talking about getting started with your warband creation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We talked a bit about the WYSIWYG, and don't stress about that too much. Focus on making cool models. But what's a good way for people to get started?
I think, as always with most miniature games, is just find a faction you like, find a faction that calls to you either by the lore or just like the aesthetic.
Yep.
That's always step one, because you don't want to like paint a faction that you're miserable painting, even if you really like the rules.
Yeah.
Like you want something that, because this is really a game about telling a story, and you want to be invested in the characters. So if the story is not jiving with you, then you're probably not going to enjoy the story.
Yeah, it's so true.
Other than that, you know, it's actually a very accessible game. The first game starts at 700 ducats, and it has a 10 model cap. Okay. But a lot of people have a hard time getting that 10 model. I see like 7 or 8 models, honestly, is what you really need when you're building a list. So I would just start there, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, one thing I was going to mention, because we had questions for you when we started, was make sure you try to hit that 7 threshold of models.
7 is the good number. I think the sweet spot.
It can feel very easy to be like, oh, I want this thing and this thing. And look, we don't play this game to be competitive, but you still want to make sure it's a good game. It's going to be a fun game. Yeah. So for the best experience, don't be too elite in the beginning, because you still have to be able to play the mission and do stuff. So just for your own sake,
for sure,
make sure you don't go too wild, and there'll be time to upgrade after that.
Yeah, yeah. And it's also like, if you're playing the campaign system, which I think you should, because that's really the best way to play Trench Crusade, you're going to want to get all your elites, because every time an elite plays a game, they get an XP. Right. When they get XP, they level up and get more skills. So you kind of want to get that rolling as soon as possible, which means you want your elites in as many games as you can. Right. But that's going to eat up a lot of your ducats there. So.
Yeah, it's tough going in the start, but that's also kind of the fun of it. It's you're really scrappy and nobody's fancy, you know?
If anyone else has played Court and tried to put together a list with all your elites, it is so hard. Because like a Praetor is like 130 ducats, a Sorcerer is like 110. Every Hell Knight's 100, you can take 3 of them. Yep. Like, oh my god. You just have no room for like any wretches or anything. It's a very, very skinny list. But yeah, it's just... 7, I would be hesitant to go under 6. Another thing when you're building a list is plan for armor. Armor is a very big thing in the game. Luckily, every faction has a way to answer it, but I have seen people come into games and they're just like, oh, like I got a bunch of bolt action rifles and stuff. I'm like, that's very cinematic and cool. But you're going to hit something like an Anchorite that's giving you like -3 to your armor, and it's like if you're not going to roll boxcars, you're going to have a hard time.
Exactly. So like, you know, a gas grenade or 2, something. You don't want to spam it overly, but...
No, there's a balance.
There's always a balance.
I say like 2 to 3 answers to armor is pretty good.
And I will say this, play the game how you want, but we very much have had a spirit of like telling cool stories and always having conversations around, is this too much, is this not enough, and like making sure that we're all kind of on the same page, so when we go into the game, we can kind of just play the game. And it's been really nice. It's been cool exploring a new system, especially a narrative system where I feel like we're all on the same page. So as with all of these things, just like having a conversation with your players, and I would encourage people to play that way as well. Yeah. Obviously, if you want to play a super sweaty game and you want that, that's great. But like, it's been fun. It's been really cool. You know, it makes losing even fun, to be honest.
Yeah. I love some of the injuries. We just filmed an episode, so I won't spoil it. But some of the injuries I rolled were absolutely hilarious. And then Brian's episode is out, right?
Yeah.
The first one.
The first Brian episode.
Okay.
Yeah. The road.
So he lost. Can we say his injuries, or would that be too much of a spoiler?
No, we can say it.
All right. So like he had 2 guys lose eyeballs, and it's like, dude, like that's amazing. It's brutal, but it's amazing because like you can like, okay, now we're a pirate warband. Right. Or like maybe like we saw things we shouldn't, and like God is now punishing us. Yeah. Like, there's so many stories you can do off that.
Exactly. And yeah, one time is a coincidence. The second one, it starts to develop a theme, you know?
It's amazing.
And that's just gonna happen, and the charts will tell you, which is really, really fun.
Your death commando got like a horrible injury that he has to get medical treatment for every time now. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I just have to carry around an inhaler now?
Yeah, exactly. I literally had to sell a wretch just to pay for it, you know?
Hard times.
And I love that,
it's so cool,
like,
right?
If you play this completely competitively, it's like, oh, that just sucks. But like when you're playing it for the story, you're like,
no, that is amazing.
Awesome. Yeah. Like, it's almost disappointing where you're just like, oh, full recovery. You're like, so nothing happens?
I get a little disappointed sometimes when I get full recovery. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me.
It's great. So, you know, Shane echoing the same things. Yeah. We mentioned Gibbs earlier, so of course Brian appeared in chat saying the notorious GIB. He's a legend!
Oh, he's a legend. Yeah, that cracked me up. That's such a good name.
It's amazing.
Harvester.
Colby says, your games got me into TC, and I was 100% turned off until. Well, that's heartwarming to hear.
Awesome.
That's
I'm glad
great.
to hear you turned around the game, Colby.
Yeah. I will say, yeah, look, it's a very, very, very grim, dark environment. Yeah. And if you took it just completely just as, like, just sitting and reading the lore in a room by yourself, it's probably too grim, dark for me as well. But I think we've approached it with just a little bit of humor and a lot of friendship. And that's made it really enjoyable, you know, where it's not just... because the reality of it is, like, when you show up at the table, you're not like, okay, like, it's all grim. You're laughing, you're making jokes, you're having fun with your friends, and, like, kind of taking that over to all aspects makes it fun. And you can have the humor in a really dark way, which I certainly have done. But it really helps, and it helps, honestly, give me more of appreciation for the world than if I just took it at face value.
Right.
So, yeah. What's up, Arc-Relax? Thanks for joining the chat. And folks, if you are enjoying this, let us know. This is our first talk show we've done for Trench Crusade. There's been a lot of interest in the game in general. Yeah. So if you want to see more of like this format as well as the games, let us know in the comments. As always, give us a like, share it around. We really appreciate that love and support. I'm ignoring Shane now.
As you should.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna start closing it up.
Yeah. It's
been a lovely chat. Any things we want to go over before we close out?
No, just again, touch on the Discord. You know, if you have any questions about any of the models, or if you have any questions that you think we didn't cover as far as, you know, how things were built, let us know.
Yeah.
Definitely get in there and start answering.
Definitely. I'll just post it up the general section for the Trench Crusade thing. Melody's asking, how do I make a board without dying?
Without dying? It's not super hard, actually. The trenches, the way that Adrian did his trenches, is actually a very optimal way. If you have a hot wire cutter, you just cut out the rectangles and you do some corrugated cardboard around it like the metal. What was it called? Some
corrugated metal.
Corrugated metal. It's crazy. And then you just paint them up like that.
Yeah, it's the fastest and cheapest. And I know Willow just won a wire cutter at our narrative event. So, yeah, you get the foam, just cut those, put the corrugated around the edges. Yeah. You can go buck wild with it if you want. I know Black Magic Craft has some cool videos, which is actually where we got the technique.
Yeah, very good. Very good tutorials.
But that's probably the most accessible way to do it, honestly.
Yeah. And then scatter terrain. I really like smoke clouds is a good way to create cheap line of sight blocking. You just do like a little wire, then you get some like stuffed animal foam, and you just like put it on there with some hot glue, and then if you want to with an airbrush, just spray it towards the top with some like black or something, just to make like smoke clouds. And then just little scatter terrain pieces of like barrels and fences and. Those are the three big things I'd say for Trench Crusade. You got a pretty good looking board.
Yeah, we try to avoid too much verticality.
We do, yeah.
And we tend to try to not really apply difficult terrain. You know, again, you move slow enough as it is that, again, just kind of keep it moving. So those are things that we keep in mind when we're looking at our terrain, right?
That is definitely kind of a house rule that we play in like the Bay Area Trench Crusade community, as well as when we were going through this campaign. Is most scenarios are only 4 missions and
4 turns.
4 turns, thank you. And you don't want to play with difficult terrain because you want people to get in the action. Because difficult terrain, as written, it's literally like half your movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like an old Warhammer like throwback, and it's like I get it, but I think the game just plays a little smoother without it.
Exactly. And on the other side. Line of sight blocking is good. You don't need as much as 40k where you're hitting all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe just particularly some to just make sure someone just doesn't get their head blown off turn 1.
Right.
Like me.
Also, I would avoid putting elevated positions into deployment zones. Like you want people to not just be stuck up in a bell tower for the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. And especially not in deployments.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So couple tips.
Yeah.
Again, if you guys want to see more of that, we got more of that we can do. And we'll also talk about props on another day.
Yeah, next episode is going to be so good, man.
Yeah. Oh, it was Hardborn that won it. One of the Canadians won it. I know it's up there. I know you have it.
You guys share, right? You're all in the same place.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's really funny. Cool. Well, hopefully this was enjoyable. No worries, Kaldorf. Look, we thought the GW stream would finish in the hour, which they have been in the past. And instead they said, no, we're going to do an hour and a half and really drag it out. But it's been a blast. We're going to be releasing episode 1 and 2 of the post game right after this. Brian, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
You're working today, and you made time for this, so we appreciate that.
This is much more fun than my other job. Hopefully, they're not going to watch this. This is much more fun than my other job.
Well, we appreciate it.
Anytime.
Folks, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, let us know down below what you think, and we'll be back next week picking up. This is going to be episode 4, which is
so good. Hell's Shells.
Oh, Hell's Shells.
Hell's Shells.
This episode is so good. I cannot wait. So really looking forward to showing that to y'all next week. That's going to do it for us. We'll catch y'all next time on the Tabletop.
Do we do the bye still?
That was weird. I don't know.
you
That threw
forget
me off.
something?
Yeah. No, we'll catch y'all next time on Tabletop.
You don't do bye?
No, I do.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye!